Orca to help animals like sea turtles recover. These 10 sea turtles join the over 2,500 sea turtles that SeaWorld has already helped.
Having about 25% of all oceans biodiversity means that we're really trying to protect something that is going to protect us, but also protect the ocean.
Rescuing an entire ecosystem as opposed to an individual or a certain species is really incredible for us to be able to do.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for those of you sitting in the first 15 rows, you are in the soap zone. There's a good chance that during our experience today, you'll begin very wet. If you want to avoid being soaked with ice cold salt water, you might want to move to higher and drier ground. They come for adversity and challenge. They come from farmhouses and irehouses. They're people like you and me, doing things you can never imagine. To those who dedicate their lives to protecting yours, we send our thanks, and with a complimentary initiating bush gardens of SeaWorld Park.
Good evening, everyone.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Sarah. On behalf of the entire Killer Whale training team, I would like to welcome you to Orca Stadium. Being a part of SeaWorld's mission is more than just a job. We are proud of what we do, and it's a privilege for us to care for, build relationships with, teach, and learn from these amazing animals. Now, more than ever, we are honored to share our relationships with the whales and what we have learned with all of you. And now, SeaWorld proudly presents Orca Encounter!
Atlantic, the Southern to the Indian, to the Pacific and beyond.
The killer whale story is the ocean story, and it's one we all share.
We are one world, united by our ocean.
and complex learning abilities. These behaviors keep our whales active and engaged. SeaWorld's killer whale family has inspired generations all over the world, and we're excited to share their story with you today.
Killer whales are the ocean's top predator. They use cooperation and communication, not just size and strength, to take their place at the top of the ocean's food web. At the bottom are small animals, like krill. At the top, the apex predator, the killer whale. Killer whales are as big as a bus, faster than an Olympic swimmer, high flying and powerful.
We are going to see all of that and more. These behaviors contribute to an environment that is full of enrichment.
We spend days, weeks, months, years building relationships with our whales. This creates trust, and that allows us to do some amazing things. For example, When you visit the doctor, you present your arm to draw blood, or step on the scale to see how much you weigh. It's much the same with our whales.
Today, you'll see our whales moving together in unison. These synchronized behaviors strengthen social bonds and enable them to problem solve as a group. Working together as a team makes them the ocean's top predator. Scientifically known as Orca, commonly referred to as killer whales, here at SeaWorld, we know them as Katina, Milani, Malia, Chua, and Makayo, our killer whale family. Makayo is our youngest whale at 14 years old, and our oldest whale is Makayo's mother, Katina, who is also the matriarch or leader of our pod. SeaWorld's animal training techniques create a language between us and the whales. It's a language of learning through positive reinforcement, encouragement, commitment, and care. Through these techniques and our relationships, the whales learn to trust us. They even learn to take an active role in their very own health and well-being. One of the first health or husbandry behaviors that we train is a position in which we would ask for a voluntary blood sample. Our whales are taught to roll ventrally or upside down, and they'll present their tail flips. Now, we're about to see a demonstration of that in just a moment. And what you're going to notice is not only does it give us a great look at their entire bodies, but it also gives us access to the blood vessels that can be easily seen on the white undersides of their tail flips. Our veterinarians will collect a blood sample at least once a month, and our whales are trained to remain calm and relaxed throughout the procedure. Now, as trainers, we are always rubbing down or massaging the whales, whether on their backs, pectoral flippers, or even those tail flips. Our whales have very sensitive skin, and this is one of the ways we can reward them for remaining calm through procedures just like this one. It's also a great way for us as trainers to strengthen our relationships with the whales. Now, blood samples are one of the many ways we can make sure our whales are staying healthy. Another important diagnostic is actually weighing the whales. We can weigh our whales by asking them to slide their entire bodies onto a giant killer whale-sized scale that we have in one of our adjacent pools here at Orca Stadium. Today, we'll use this slide-out area here to demonstrate for you all. Now, you'll notice that a portion of the whale from the dorsal fin to the tail flukes is still in the water. That's the powerhouse of the whale called the peduncle. It's very heavy and very muscular. In fact, a natural athletic behavior that we can see in all killer whales is the ability to lift that portion of their body with such force they can completely turn before re-entering the water. So in this scenario, to make sure that we are weighing the entire whale, we simply ask them to lift that peduncle up and out of the water. Training this posture enables us to ensure accuracy, so we can make sure that our younger whales are growing properly and our older whales are maintaining a healthy weight.
And the care isn't just physical. Mental stimulation and play are vital, and we surprise and engage with our whales every opportunity. Play is how killer whales teach their young to hunt, and for the adults, play is important too. It seems that they just enjoy having fun. Making time for play is an important part of life for killer whales, and for us.
Hello everyone, I'm down here on the left side of the stadium by the glass. Did you guys know that killer whales love to play? They actually learn a lot by playing through mimicry and observational learning. From a very young age, killer whales are learning important life skills by playing games like follow the leader with their mothers and other whales. And today, we're going to put that to the test with our killer whale family and all of you. Are you guys ready to have some fun? Awesome. Now, left side of the stadium, we're going to start with you. If you'd like to participate in a killer whale-sized game of follow the leader, stay where you are, but stand up. All right, now we're going to see if Trua is watching you. So when I say go, you're going to put two hands to your side and spin in a circle. Ready, set, Ready, set, go! Awesome breach signal, everyone. Now, killer whales can breach for a variety of reasons, whether to stun their prey, to scratch an itch, or simply to show off. More often than not, a breach is a killer whale's way of saying that they have arrived. And that's why we call it the soap zone. Thank you guys so much for participating. You guys can have a seat. Everyone give it up for Trula, Pakayo, and all of you. SeaWorld's research and observation of the killer whales in our care has shed light on many of the mysteries surrounding these amazing animals. For example, we know the gestation period of a pregnant killer whale is 17 months. That's information that would be impossible to obtain in the wild. Some information, however, can only be gained by conducting field research. That's why SeaWorld partners with organizations such as the Norwegian Orca Survey and NOAA to help further advance global education. Now, as we have learned, killer whales are powerful animals, and perhaps the best expression of that power can be seen when they hunt.
Killer whales stand apart. They have no natural predators, and just about any other ocean animal could be their dinner. Depending on where they live and their chosen prey, they've developed some epic hunting techniques. Off the coast of South America, killer whales will teach themselves, riding in on waves just long enough to catch prey. They'll also create waves to knock animals like penguins or seals from ice floes. Most importantly, they cooperate, communicate, and coordinate as a team. Here's footage of killer whales corralling a school of herring. A whale dips it in feeds, while the other whales keep the fish together with swipes of their tail flips.
So killer whales create waves when they hunt and use their tail flips to stun their prey. You're about to get a demonstration. For our whales, it's a high-energy exercise session, but for all of you, it means it's time to get wet.
pretty obvious why they're the top predator in the ocean. That means killer whales are invincible, right?
Killer whales depend on a plentiful food source and a clean environment. They're completely dominant, yet completely dependent.
When it comes down to it, killer whales are not the most powerful animal in the ocean.
Their future depends on you.
Through your actions.
Through the choices we all make.
We hold the future of killer whales and the oceans in our hands.
Killer whales continue to surprise and amaze us. They're the perfect ambassador for the ocean. Limitless, connected, powerful. But still vulnerable.
The challenges that we face can seem insurmountable.
Don't give up. Be inspired.
The ocean needs our help, and that seems overwhelming. But together, we can make it happen.
There's so much to learn.
So much to protect. So much to explore.
The killer whale story is still being written.
And there are simple things we all can do to make a difference. All it takes is one choice.
One positive act. One ripple that can grow and grow
And change